The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Don't touch that.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You look at this Niner defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
The Eagles hit 10-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage for the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Rodgers on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
A big pickup there for the Eagles. First down, 18 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They go play action with Hurts.
And his throw here's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
You look at this Niner defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
12 more yards there and another first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Touchdown, Eagles!
DeAndre Swift.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, 49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we've been.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Gets this complete to Butte.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And the 49er 1st down.
Purdy off the play fake.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here?
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Able to push his way through.
52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside handoff, Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Purdy.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. In motion right, Deebo. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Down inside the 10.
And all the way down to the 5.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent. And I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately, could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 38 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this and go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. And he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Purdy.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
27, 49ers 17. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
But coming through that time and stopping him for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown. Oh, heck of a... And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Oh, the sneak gets Hurts. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively. But the referee signals it will be a first down.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Now that play's stopped by Drake Jackson.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On first down, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
At the Eagles' 19-yard line.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On third down, it's Purdy.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Jake Moody for the
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Penny. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here is 3rd and 5.
63.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this for Charles would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Eagles, they continue to keep